Hello guys, welcome to another video and thank you so much for visiting my channel. My name is Natasha, I'm a polyglot, I'm fluent in 9 languages, and here on my channel I'm sharing different language learning stories and tips. If you have been following me for a while, you know that in almost every video I always repeat how important it is to listen to the language that you're learning. Listening, and only listening will help you improve your language skills. You're going to learn a new vocabulary. You're going to learn some grammar rules as well without actually knowing that you're learning. I have also told you many times that I have learned most of the languages that I speak, probably 80% just by listening. And when it comes to my favorite language, Spanish, I have definitely learned most of it just by listening and watching movies and TV shows. Of course, that's not the only thing that matters. You will still have to sit in front of a book for some time and you will still have to memorize certain things, but watching movies and TV shows is definitely the best way to learn a new language. And it's also fun. So for that reason, today I decided to share with you my top 5 movies and TV shows in Spanish that you can watch either on Netflix or in different websites. They're definitely available out there, that are going to help you learn or improve your Spanish. I have to say, this is my top 5. Everyone has different taste, but I have checked reviews of all these movies and TV shows I'm going to recommend you today, and it looks like I have same taste as most of the planet, because all these movies and TV shows have great reviews. It looks like most of the people really enjoyed them, and I think that it's really important to enjoy your language learning journey, because if you don't really feel that you're learning, you are definitely going to learn much more than when you force yourself to actually learn. So let's start with my top 5 Spanish movies and TV shows. My number 1 recommendation for you guys today is going to be my favorite movie, or one of my favorite movies ever. And trust me, this means something, because for some weird reason, I'm able to commit to watch 10 seasons of a TV show, but for some weird reason, I can never force myself to watch 2 hours movie. I don't know why that is, I don't know what my problem is, but in this case, this is a 2 hours movie and it's definitely my favorite. So trust me, it is good. The name is Relatos salvajes in Spanish. In English, it was translated as Wild Tales. It's a movie from Argentina. I think it was released in 2014. So in the world of cinema, it's relatively old. And it consists of 6 different stories that have nothing to do with each other than being extremely funny. The movie is a comedy, which is something I usually don't like, but in this case, it's so good that it really didn't matter to me. And I remember I watched it in Prague. There was some Spanish-speaking festival, or festival of movies from Spanish-speaking countries. And the reason I picked this to watch this movie was just because it was from Argentina, because for me, that's usually enough to like something. And in this case, there are so many reasons to like the movie. I have read also reviews on this movie and they are mostly great. I think that most of the people really liked it. Actors are great. Some of them are really famous in Argentina, and this movie was also awarded in all around the world in different award-winning categories. So in my opinion, everything is perfect. The thing I like the most is the fact that they really use some really dark humor, and that's something I like. And also, actors did a great job, I must say. So if there is something I would recommend everyone to watch, it's definitely this movie. It's available in several web pages for free, since it's an older movie already. And at the same time, it's the only movie ever that I have watched a few times, and I feel that I could watch it once a year. This is something that never happens to me with other movies. So 10 out of 10 is what I would give to this movie. Movie number 2 that I want to recommend you today is also coming from Argentina. The name is Nueve reinas in Spanish, or in English, 9 queens. It is a little bit older. I think it was released in year 2000 or 2002. So in the world of cinema, it's really old. And you can tell that it's older by, quality of camera, video. But it's really fun. It is one of those movies that are gonna make you interested for the whole time of the movie. I was not bored for 1 second, which I usually get bored after some time. Actors are great. In fact, one of the main actors in this movie also played in the movie I mentioned before, Wild Tales. He is one of the very famous Argentine actors and he's very talented. The movie is telling the story about two criminals or con artists who decided to team up and to earn some money by defrauding foreign investors. So they're trying to sell him some fake stamps, but at the same time, since they're criminals, they're working together but also working separate from each other and trying to like cheat on each other. Movie is fun, dialogues are great, actors are great, and what I like the most about this movie is the fact that it somehow managed to transport me to Buenos Aires, or to streets of Buenos Aires. I watched it a long time ago, way before I visited Argentina, and that country was always my dream to visit. And while watching this movie, I kind of had a feeling that I'm there. So in a case you're interested in Argentina or in Buenos Aires, you can watch it. The other thing that I liked is the fact that they're speaking with, Argentine accent, which is my favorite, and definitely it's a great movie to learn or to improve your Spanish while having fun and watching something good at the same time. My recommendation number 3 is going to be a TV series or TV show. This time coming from Mexico. The name is La Reina del Sur, or the Queen of the South. And I know that you have heard about this show, and I know that you probably think it's a little trashy choice, because first of all, it's a telenovela, and then also it's a narco trafficking telenovela, which is something that a lot of people make fun of nowadays because there are so many of them and they're all kind of same. And also I know that a lot of people are sick of those shows. Especially I feel Latin Americans are probably sick of these shows because they're helping people create certain prejudice and stereotypes about Latinos, which is bad, I know that. But at the same time, these telenovelas about narcos and narco trafficking are so much fun. I personally prefer this kind of shows because they are showing me the world that I have never seen, thanks God, or I never will see. So I totally understand why people love this kind of shows. They're full of excitement, they're a little scary, they shock you, and then at the same time they're showing you the world of these really bad people. I would recommend this TV series because of few reasons. It has 3 seasons, a lot of episodes. Of course, it's a telenovela, so it's a little long and it might be hard to commit. But at the same time, it's never boring. I like the fact that they had so many actors from different Spanish-speaking countries. So it's a Mexican telenovela, but you will hear many actors from Colombia, Spain, and other Spanish-speaking countries, and you can tell the difference in their accents, which for me personally is something that I really love to hear. And here you can hear all that in one TV show. It's a little older. I think it was first released in 2010, but I'm not 100% sure on this. I like the main leading actress. She is really famous Mexican actress, and I like her work in this one. And I also know that this telenovela was so famous that they even made English version of it, but I never watched it, or American version, which I never watched because I mostly watched it because it's in Spanish. And I know that Narcos was really famous and popular and many people liked it. So if you like Narcos, you're definitely gonna like La Reina del Sur. It's fun, it's available on Netflix as far as I'm concerned, and you will definitely enjoy it, and you will definitely learn Spanish with it, because you're not gonna have a feeling that you're actually learning anything. You're gonna be enjoying the show, and at the same time you will, if you haven't till now, you will definitely be able to tell the difference between the different accents from different Spanish-speaking countries. So this is definitely one of my favorite telenovelas, and I definitely recommend you to watch this one. My next recommendation is gonna be something that's finally new, no more old TV shows and movies. My recommendation number 4 is a TV show from Spain. The name is Entre Vías, and in English it's named Wrong Side of the Tracks. It's not really literal translation because Entrevías is part of Madrid where the TV show is taking place. It is new. It has 3 seasons as of now. I just finished watching 3rd season, but I know that there is a season number 4 coming soon and I'm really excited about it. It is about people living in Entrevías, which is part of Madrid that's known for not being the fanciest part of the town. So you will hear the story about different youth gangs. You will hear the story about immigrants from Latin America coming to find a better life in Spain and struggling in Spain. There is a little bit of racism also, which is reality of our days. But at the same time, what I liked most about this show is the fact that they don't portray those characters as black and white, good or bad. Each one of them is just a normal human being with bad and good characteristics. This is one of those TV shows that's not boring even for a second. There's always something going on. There's always some kind of action. I have to tell you, I have to be honest, I did not watch it in Spanish because I was watching it with my husband and he speaks English, so we watched it in English. But of course, me being curious as I am, I had to check it out in Spanish as well, because I wanted to hear actors' real voice. I wanted to hear their accents because they're coming from different countries. And definitely it sounds way better in Spanish than it sounds in English. I think that when they put that voiceover in English, it definitely takes away from the beauty of the TV show, or just takes away from the way I experience it. So I checked it out in Spanish, and I would definitely recommend you to watch it in Spanish with English subtitles if you need them. Actors, as I said, are from different countries, so you can hear a little bit of a difference in their accents, and it's really well written. I love their dialogues. There is certain amount of humor, which might be offensive to some people because, as I said, the series or TV show is also talking about racism that some immigrants experience in Spain, but you're definitely not going to be bored for a second. So I would definitely recommend you this one. It's new, 3 seasons have been filmed, and there is 4th one coming up, so it's time for you to start watching this one. And my last recommendation for today is going to be a recommendation for another TV show or TV series coming from Spain. The name is El Inocente, or The Innocent in English. It only has 1 season and 8 episodes, I think. So if you're looking for something where if you don't want to commit to something that's too long, or if you don't want to spend next few months watching it, this is definitely a good one. It also has great reviews, so it seems that most of the viewers liked it. It's available on Netflix, and you can watch it in Spanish with English subtitles, same as everything else on Netflix. This TV show has everything that I personally love when it comes to movies and series. It has mystery, there are murders, there are world of crime, drug dealers, everything that I have never experienced, luckily, in real life, and I hope I never will. But when it comes to movies and TV shows, I love stories like that. It is telling the story about a normal guy in the beginning who accidentally killed someone. Then he went to jail to pay for it, but he got out of jail. He is still suffering because of what he did. Then he falls in love with a girl, and after some time he discovers that that girl had previous life that he doesn't know anything about, and that life was full of crime and mystery. If you want something where you're not gonna be bored even for a second, this is definitely the show that you should try watching. It's also gonna help you learn Spanish because actors did a great job in talking and saying everything perfectly. Also, some of them are not from Spain, from what I have figured, so you will also hear different accents, and you're definitely going to be enjoying it while learning or improving your Spanish at the same time. So if you are looking for something short, easy, nice to watch, interesting and mysterious at the same time, this is definitely the show to pick. So these were my top 5 movies and TV shows in Spanish, originally in Spanish, that are going to be very useful for you if you're looking to learn or to improve your Spanish, but at the same time they're not going to bore you and you're gonna have fun watching them. Please let me know in the comments if you have any recommendations for Spanish movies or Spanish speaking movies and TV shows. I'm always looking for new ones. For some reason, as I told you, I like TV shows better than movies, so those recommendations are really welcome. Let me know in the comments also if you have watched any of these that I have recommended. Some of them are quite old, so I assume some of you, if you speak Spanish, have watched them already. Thank you so much for following me on it here on YouTube. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel, give me a like, leave a comment, and thank you so much for watching my videos. I appreciate you very much, and see you soon.